Hey, it's Vicky, and today I'm here to share my reading plans for April. I cannot believe it is already April. And I'm pretty excited about it because March, and what you guys will see when I do my March wrap up, was a pretty productive reading month. So I'm hoping to keep that ball rolling. So yeah, let's dive in. So the first book that I hope to read for April is for the Buzzword reading challenge, and the buzzword for April is animals. So your book has to have an animal in the title. So I'm going to be reading The Lamb by Lucy Rose, and this is a new release that I have been anticipating. So it basically is about a mother-daughter that live in the woods, and I'm pretty sure Mom does some pretty sinister things to passersby or people that kind of stumble upon their little cottage. There may be some murder going on. And it just sort of deals with that relationship. And the flap calls it a gothic coming-of-age tale, which I love a coming-of-age tale. I love mother-daughter relationships in books. So this is, I hope, is going to be really good. I bought it the day it was released, so I hope it really delivers for me. And then the next book I want to read is for my Go With The Flow challenge, and so your prompt for each month is based on the book you read the month before. So for this month, you had to flip the book you read the month before. You had to flip the book open to page 100, find a word on that page, and then your next book has to have that word in the title. So you guys have seen this book before. I've put it on my TBR a couple times, including last month. I didn't read it, but I will explain why I didn't read it in March. But it worked out because now I can read it in April, and it's gonna fulfill the Go With The Flow challenge, and that is Great or Nothing. There are 4 authors for this book: Joy McCullough, Carolyn Tung Richmond, Tess Sharp, and Jessica Spotswood. Because the word was nothing that I found on page 100 of the book I read in March. So it worked out that this one is still, even though I didn't quite get to it, or I should say this was supposed to fulfill in March the buzzword challenge for me because the buzzword was thing. And I actually ended up reading a different book that had that in the title. So yeah, so I'm gonna be reading this now in April. And this one is a Little Women retelling, except it is during the World War II era. So you're still following the March sisters, and I believe each author writes a different sister. So that's kind of interesting. So yeah, I've been meaning to read this book for a really long time, and it's finally gonna happen in April. Next up, I want to read in April a thriller that I've had on my TBR for probably about 5 years, and that is When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole. And this one is about a woman that lives in Brooklyn and her particular neighborhood. There's some stuff going on. There's a lot of people moving out, and she's not hearing from them again. There's a lot of people coming in, and she starts to I think she decides she wants to do like tours of the neighborhood or something, so she starts to kind of dive deep into the history of her neighborhood, and she starts to find out some pretty dark things. So this deals with gentrification, and yeah, I've been meaning to read this for a long time. So I'm gonna read it in April. And then the last book that I hope to read in April is one that I got this from a library sale a few years ago. And he had a new book come out in 2024 that had a lot of buzz. And I really wanted to pick it up, but I told myself, no, you have to read this book first because I have this book first. So that book is We Begin at the End by Whitaker. And this one deals with a guy who is the chief of police in his hometown. So he grew up in this town, and now he's the chief of police, so he kind of never left. And something happened in his past where he ended up testifying against a friend, and that friend went to prison, and now that friend is being released from prison. So there's that sort of thing going on. And then also there's this other kind of storyline dealing with him and this woman and her daughter. So it all sort of intertwines. I've heard amazing things about this book and amazing things about his new release. So I really want to read this. And if I love it, I'm gonna pick up his other book. So yeah, this one's supposed to be really well written, heart-wrenching, but really good, and I'm excited about it. All right, so that's it, guys. Those are my reading plans for April. Let me know down below if you've read any of these books and what you thought of them. Do you think I'm gonna like them? and let me know what you're planning to read in April, because I would love to know. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope that the month of April treats you well, and I will be back soon with my March wrap up, so look out for that. And yeah, that's it. Have a great day. Bye.